it's time for Pilates. I do have 2 sets of weights out. I have a heavier set of weights and a lighter set of weights. We are going to start on our hands and knees and do some cow cats. Take some cow cats. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Work with your breath. When you finish your next one, child's pose, press your hips back. Give yourself a stretch. In child's pose, there's so many different ways to enjoy the pose. We're adding our side stretch. Walk your hand off the one side, lengthen down the other side. Hands go to the center and walk over to the other side. Side stretch here. Hands go back to the front, reaching, lengthening. Slide forward into your Sphinx pose. Bring your forearms down, reach your toes away. Lengthen here from the top of the head to the toes. Get a long stretch through the front of the body as well as the back. Bring yourself down, take your cobra, make sure you roll your shoulders back, bring yourself up wherever it works for your cobra. Take a look over one shoulder, take a look over the other shoulder. Release yourself down, press your hips back. One more time, child's pose, press back. Give yourself a big stretch. Return to your hands and knees. We're starting by stretching our legs out. Take one leg out behind, press to the heel, stretch the lower leg, the calf. Bring the leg hip height, add some hip circles, bend the knee, take the leg up and around. You can keep the knee bent as you take the circles. One more time. Leg goes straight out behind you. Press the heel away. Lower the toes to the floor. We're going to sweep the leg to this side. Think a little half jack. And now you take the leg across behind. Now the idea when we do this, you take it out to one side. You cross it behind. Our hips stay level. Your core stays engaged. You slide over, you bring it back. You should feel your core warming up here as you keep stability in your low back. One more time. We also keep our weight even through our hands. Finish this one, bring the knee in, switch sides, take the foot out behind, press through the heel. There's the stretch for your calf. Center yourself, leg comes up. Hip circles, bend the knee, keep the knee bent as you take the leg up and around. Our weight stays centered. Again, we don't want to collapse over to one side. Keep the weight centered. Push the heel out behind. Pull in the core. Slide the leg out to the side. We're going to then take it across behind. Again, hips stay level. Core stays tight. You tap to the side. You cross the leg behind. Tap to the side. Cross the leg behind. Here's your tap and your cross. Tap to the side. Cross behind. Bring your knee down, take a cow cat. Little release here. We're going into upper body twist here. Hand comes behind the head, elbow goes towards the ceiling, elbow goes to the floor. Inhale, elbow up. Exhale, elbow down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, up. Exhale down. One more time. Inhale up. This time I want you to sweep the arm up under, thread the needle, slide the arm under, shoulder stretch. Now your opposite leg out to the side. This is more about inner thigh stretch here. Hand can reach out to the top of the mat, taking a full stretch here. Bring yourself up. We switch sides. Hand is behind your head. Lift your elbow, inhale. Release down, exhale. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Lift the elbow. Lower the elbow. Lift the elbow up. Elbow comes down. Now we thread the needle. Arm slides under. Leg goes out to the side as long as that works. Arm to the front. Full thread the needle, inner thigh stretch. Bring yourself back to center one more time. Press your hips back, child's pose. We're taking our child's pose forward into your Sphinx one more time. Forearms down, feet walk away, full Sphinx as you stretch here. This time we will take our locust, hands are by your side, fingertips touch your toes, legs come up as long as it's working for you. There's your lengthening. Bring your hands by your ribcage, shoulders back, full cobra. And here's a look in one direction, a look in the other direction. Releasing down. Child's pose one more time here. We're taking this right into a lunge. Take one foot to the front. It's your low lunge. There's the stretch of the hip. Fingertips reach up. Lengthen. Here's the twist towards your knee. Make it feel good. Fingertips go up. Hamstring stretch. Arms come down. The front leg goes straight. Adding your stretch here. Bring yourself up. We switch the leg in the front. Take the opposite leg to the front. Fingertips reach up when you're ready. Here's the twist. Fingertips go up. Hamstring stretch, arms come down. Front foot goes out. There's your extra stretch for your hamstrings, wherever that is for you. Shift your way forward. Bring yourself into a downward dog. If downward dog doesn't work, take a child's pose. Ground your hands, tuck your toes, lift your hips. Big stretch here. And now make the pose work for you. That means bending your knees can lengthen your spine. That might feel best. Legs may be straight. That might feel best. Lift your heels. Come up to your toes. Lengthen your tailbone up. Now start pressing your heels towards the floor. Push your hips back. Connect with your breath here. Take one more breath. Bring your knees down to the floor. Step one foot out in front. We're standing from a lunge position. You're going to step your foot out. You're going to bring yourself up. And we're all meeting in a standing position. We're going to start with some of our good mornings. That's heels under hips, hands behind your head. Open up through the chest. Open up through the shoulders. Soften the knees. Here is your hinge forward. Push your hips back. Come to the front. And now bring yourself all the way up. We'll do this a few times. There is the hinge. Engage the core. Lengthen the spine. Bring yourself all the way up. Here is your down. Here is your up. One more time. Hinge forward, lengthen. Bring yourself all the way up. Let your arms come down, one arm, full circles. I want you to zip the core, feel the engagement in your core as you circle around. Nothing else is moving. The size of the circle is where you can keep complete stability through everything. Switch arms. The other arm goes around. You might start a little smaller to make sure you're keeping everything still except for the movement of this arm. Now we take both the arms together. Can you keep everything still? Pull in the core. Up and around. Maybe the circles are a little smaller so you can keep everything stable. One more big circle. Arm swings, side to side. Take little swings. Hips stay to the front. This is for your upper back. Arm swing, side to side. Bring yourself to the front. Baby squats. Here's hips, knees, ankles down, and you bring it up. There's your down, and your up. Down, and up. And the next one, arm sweeps. Bring your arms up. Big inhale. Sweep everything down, exhale. Sweep up with an inhale, down, exhale. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale, exhale. On the next one, keep your arms up right here. Hold it up, keep it up high. Take a big side stretch. Lengthen up and over to one side. Bring yourself to center. Here comes the other side. Bring it back to center. Arms come down, shoulder roll. Big shoulder roll. We are going to move into using our weights here. This is going to be for our back. We're doing some rows. I'm grabbing my heavier set of weights. You're going to choose the size that is best for you. Please remember, a little squat down. Stay safe when you do that. When we start with our deadlifts, first, hands are in front of your thighs, palms facing in. Squeeze your shoulder blades together a little. Now hinge. That little squeeze between your shoulder blades stays there so your chest stays open. This is your deadlift. You slide down, weights close to your body. You slide up. I want you to check each time. Is your chest open? Are you reaching through the top of your head? This is a lengthening. Push your hips back. Engage, bring it up. Here's down and up. We have 3 more. 3. Now in 2, I'm adding on. On this next one, when you get down, stay down. We're adding our rows. Are your shoulder blades pinched together a little bit? Open up your chest and then add your row. Release down. We stay here for rows. Pull, release. Is your core tight? We want to support our low back. You pull, you release. You pull, release. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Carefully bring yourself up. Hands are next to your hips, little squats down. Take a squat, bring it up. Now remember, squatting, just like in the deadlift, you push your hips back. We're doing the exact same thing when you squat. Hips slide back. Slide down, slide up. Keep the chest lifted. There's still the little pinch between your shoulder blades to keep your chest lifted as you go up and down. One more time. Finish this one. We're going to take a hinge forward, add some rows. Here's your forward, soften the knees, pull in the core. Arms are by your side and you pull your elbows back and up. Here's the pull and the release. Pull, release. Up and down. Up and down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring yourself all the way up. Stand up tall. We're taking some lunges. Right foot to the front, left foot back. Feet are going to stay in the same position. We slide straight down, maybe a little or a lot. You bring it up. Slide straight down. Bring it up. Let the back knee bend. Keep your chest up. Slide down. Slide up. Down and up. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2. Finish this one. Left foot comes to the front. Right foot steps back. Get your stationary position, stable base, and then you slide down. You bring it up. Bend the back knee, let it lead, bring it up. Can you wiggle your front toes? Or are you pushing forward? You should be able to wiggle your front toes and feel the stability through the front foot. 5, 4, 3, 2. Finish this one. Bring it up. Step all the way to the front. Our hands are in front. Palms face the front of the room. Hinge down. It's rows, bicep rows here. Same idea. Soft knees, tight core. Elbow slide back and up. You're getting biceps along with your back when you do this. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring yourself all the way up carefully. Go into your heel lifts. We're keeping the weights. We're going to lift our heels. Pause. Bring your heels down. Lift the heels. Pause at the top. Bring the heels down. You lift up. Pause. Release down. Lift. Pause. Release. 3 more. Lift and pause. Release down. 2 more. Lift. Release. 1 more time. Bring it up. Bring it down. And now you're carefully going to set your weights out of the way. We are doing a little bit more balance. Be careful when you bring the weights down. Give yourself a little shake. Hands are coming to your hips. It's a knee lift here. Lift the knee, set it down. Lift the knee, set it down. We do this a few times on each side. I want you to get used to the knee lift. I will be adding on as we do this. On the next one, you are going to lift the knee, not this one. When you lift your knee up, you're going to hold it wherever that is for you. Okay? There is the initial challenge. To add on, we're going to close our eyes or gaze down off your cheekbones and hold it here with your eyes closed. Go ahead, release it, and we take it to the other side. You have to ground the foot. Lift the knee. Now, once you feel really stable here, you can always have your toes down, eyes closed, where the gaze is off your cheekbones. And we hold it. And it is way harder than it seems like it should be. And go ahead, release the foot down, take your hip circles. Hopefully your eyes were closed and you didn't see. It is challenging. It's a challenging move. Right here, take the hips in the opposite direction. We are going to get ready, take it down to the floor, holding a plank. Now, once we get down there, we are also going to be doing our chest and our tricep work. Have your larger, smaller set of weights ready to go. Chin to chest, bring it down. Set yourself up in your plank. That could be with your knees, your toes, wherever it is that it works for you. Holding the plank. Feel everything engaged here. Hold it just a little bit longer. Knees come down, and we're going to take it right onto the back side. However you want to get there, go for it. We're going to start with our chest press and move on from there. My weights are already by my head. When you get to the floor, grab your weights. One in each hand. Please be careful when you do this. And when you're ready, arms press up and you bring them down. Press up, release it down. Now I started with my heavier weights. There's your push and your lower. Push and lower. Push, release, push, release. 3, 2, 1. I'm setting one heavy weight down. I'm going into pullovers. We are coming back to some more chest press. We're going to take a pullover here. Once you're set up, take it overhead and bring it back. We'll be doing 2 sets of these. Remember which hand you have in the front on this one. Next time we'll switch it out. You slide the arms over, you pull it back. Remember, keep your rib cage in and together. That's to avoid flaring. We want to feel the stability through our core, our spine. Four, 3, 2, one more time. We return to our chest press. Carefully bring this close to your body. Grab your other weight. Arms are going up to start. Option, knees over hips. You would hold it here and your press down and up. The weight comes down, the weight goes up. Here's your down, up, down, up. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set one weight down. We come back into the pullover. Feet can go down. Remember, switch the hand that's in front. Here's your over and your pull. Over, pull. Over, pull. Over, pull. Five more. Double check. Zip the core. Rib cage in and together. 3 more. One more. Chest flies are next. I will be switching to a little smaller size of weights for chest flies. You pick the size that works best for you. Arms are up, palms face each other. Engage your core, arms open to the side. They come up. We open, squeeze. Open, squeeze. Open, squeeze. Open, squeeze. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, arms stay up, tricep press, palms keep facing in, elbows slide by your rib cage, arms go right back up. Arms slide down by your rib cage, arms go up. Down, up. Keep the elbows close to your rib cage. Focus on using your triceps as you press up. 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep your arms up this time. We return to flies, knees up over your hips as long as you feel secure. Open up for your fly, squeeze up. It's an open and a squeeze. Open, squeeze. Five more. 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep your arms up, feet come down to the floor. Tricep extensions. Here's elbows stay to the ceiling and then straighten. It's a bend and a straighten. Bend and lift. Bend, lift. Good chance to see if you're still secure through your center, your core. 3 more. 3, 2, 1. Carefully, we bring our weights down, set them off to the side. Give yourself a long stretch. Reach from your fingers to your toes. Feel free to arch your back. Lengthen all the way out here. Stretch out your arms. If you need to take a little stretch for your triceps, take them across your body, get a stretch here. Maybe you need to open up and get a big stretch for your chest. Whatever you need that feels good, take it. We are going to move into some bridge work and some core work. You bring your feet in, and we're starting with a bridge. Arms are by your side, press into your feet, lift your hips, Let the tailbone shoot away. Feel the lift here of the bridge. Carefully bring your hips back down. 2 more. We're lifting the hips. Hold it here. Carefully bring the hips down. 1 more time. Hips go up. Hips come down. Keep the hips down. Bring your knees over your hips. Fingertips are up. It's our dead bug. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Take it out. Bring it in. We want to feel the stability. And when I talk about stability, that means your sacrum stays completely secure against the mat. We avoid rocking side to side. Your rib cage stays in and together. We avoid flaring through our ribs. Your shoulder blades stay down on the mat. You should feel good work happening in your core as you make the movement. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a stretch. Knees come in. Maybe you want to add circles on your low back. Switch directions. We are going to stretch ourselves all the way out, fingers to toes. I want to give ourselves a break from being laying on our back. You are going to roll yourself up, whatever method works for you. It is a spine stretch once you get up. Bend the knees, drop the chin, stretch through your back. Sit up tall. We're adding some twists. Feet are about the width of your mat. Arms come in front. Again, I use this. Yes, it is a core strengthener, but I also use this to give your spine a little break from being on the floor because we are going back there to do some more work. Keep the core zipping up. You can always bend your knees if you feel too much strain in your low back or your hamstrings. 1 more twist in each direction. Saw is next. Feet go a little bit wider, fingertips reach out. You add your twist, you reach, look towards your thumb behind you. Bring it up, switch sides. Again, use it as a nice release from laying down, but at the same time, this is a core move. You want to feel your core engaged as you pull yourself up. It's core engagement as you reach, core engagement as you lift. One way you know your core is engaged is your glutes. Both sides stay completely sealed to the mat when you add your reach. One more time. Bring yourself back to the center. Legs come in. We are going to roll down to the floor. Here is your roll down. If you want to use your hands and your thighs, go for it. Once you get there, we are going into crunching. It is one leg out straight. Press the heel into the floor. Toes are towards the ceiling. Today, we're going to take our hands underneath our glutes. And right here, add your exhale, lift. Release that. Exhale, lift. Release that. Lift. Lower. Here's your lift. Lower. Exhale, lift. Lower. 3 more. 3, 2. Now we go into quadricep lifts. You can release your hands from under your hips. When we work the quads in this position, 45 degrees, stop, slide the foot down. Lift to 45. That is one of the most important parts of this movement. If you go too high, you're no longer going to stay in your quadricep. You have to keep the movement a little bit smaller. We're still keeping our hips level. You're still keeping your rib cage in. Slide up, slide down. 4, 3, 2. Now I want you to keep this next one up. Hold it up right here. Is it at 45? You'll know it is. You're going to feel a little burn. You're going to add little pulses here. Little pulse and pulse, pulse and pulse. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slide the foot down. Both your feet are on the floor. It is a bridge. I'm using it to stretch out your quadricep. Hips come up. Stretch right here. Shoot the tailbone away. Release the hips down. Leg goes out. On the other side, hands are underneath your glutes. Core crunch here. Exhale, lift for your crunch. Release it down. Straight leg, the heel is pressing into the floor. Toes are towards the ceiling. You exhale, lift. Release down. Exhale, lift. Release down. Exhale, lift. Release. 2 more. 1, 2. Keep your upper body down. Hands come out. Here is. Slide the leg up. Quadricep lift. Slide the leg down. Quick reminder. We have to stop at 45 to keep it in our quadricep. You slide 45 up. You slide down. Toes are still towards the ceiling. If you want even a larger challenge, your heel never touches the floor. You keep a hover. That way your quadricep stays contracted through the whole movement. 3 more. 3, 2. This is the one that we keep up. You're going to hold it up. You'll know you're in a good spot. You should feel that quadricep burning. Little pulses, pulse and pulse. Small little move for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the foot down. Take a bridge here. Feet are down. Lift the hips. Hips go towards the ceiling. Tailbone shoots away. I'm going to work on our hamstrings and our glutes from here. Bring your hips down. Lift one foot just a little bit off the floor. And now we're doing single-legged bridges. You press into the foot on the floor, bring it up, and hips tap down, go up. You barely let the hips touch the floor. We're doing single-legged work here. Hamstring glutes. That's where you should feel the work happening. We take our lift and your lower. 5, 4, 3. Are you lifting up through your hips each time, your hamstring? One more time. Release it down. Here comes the other side. Foot is on the floor. Little hover with the other foot. And then when you're ready, press into the heel, lift up. Release it down. Push. Soft, barely tap. Lift. You barely let the hip touch the floor. So we're keeping the leg up. The only thing you're really moving is pressing into the foot on the floor to lift and lower your hips. That's to keep it into a one-legged bridge. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your foot down, take your feet about the width of your mat, take some windshield wipers, let your hips, glutes relax side to side. If you're feeling a lot of tension, maybe you go a little faster or a little slower, wherever it works for you. We are going to get a little bit deeper into our core. Bring your knees right back to center. Feet can stay on the floor, hands behind your head. Start with some crunches. Take your exhale, crunch up, release down. Big or small, and when I say that, that means wherever it is that you keep the work in the core. If you start feeling it in your neck and your shoulders, are you really using your core? It is an exhale and a lift up. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Upper body relaxes. Arms are by your side. Toes go up towards the ceiling, both of them. We're going into our corkscrew. That's heels together, toes point out. You're making a V with your feet. Get your sacrum secure to the floor, engage the core, add your circles. Now they might be big, they might be small. What I want you to pay attention to, shoulder blades, completely stable on the floor. Hips, they stay in contact. Your low back, it stays stable. No arching, no ribs flaring. Switch directions. It goes in the opposite direction. Same idea. How much control do you have as you make the movement? When I say that, that means you should be able to stop at any spot in this circle and be able to hold it. One more circle. And then we go into our bicycle. Bring your hands behind your head. You can bend your knees. Take your armpit towards the knee. Bring it to center. Lift the other side. Now the key word here is we lift our armpit off the mat. That's different than bringing your knee in. Our knees stay over our hips, 90 degrees. I'm lifting my shoulder. Is it exhale, lift? Exhale, lift. It's also slow motion, so you can feel the full move. We avoid using momentum. You want to feel the lift, the pause, and switch. Lift and pause, switch. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down here. Upper body down, knees are going to stay together, arms open to the side. It's your hip roll. Roll off to one side. Pause when you get there. Bring it to center. Shoulder blades, they stay down. Chest stays open to the ceiling. It is a roll to one side, pause, center, roll to the other side, pause, center. Hip roll, center, hip roll, center. One more time on each side. Finish this one. Toes go up towards the ceiling. Arms are by your side. Single leg drop. You drop one leg down, and then you switch. Right here, same idea. The pace you go You should have full control. It's a drop and a lift. Drop and lift. 4 more here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your feet down, go back into your crunches here, hands behind your head. Take your exhale, lift, release down. Exhale, lift, release. Exhale, lift, release. 4 more. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now this time, lift up, hold it up, take your arm across, little reach across, bring it to center, other side. Center. Here's your reach, center, reach, center. Now we're focused on lifting the shoulder blade off the mat each time. Now that's different than moving your hips at all. They stay stable. This is your core lifting your shoulder across. Use the core, reach across. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, release it down. Give yourself a long stretch. Reach from your fingers to your toes. Feel the length. If you want to arch your back, flare your ribs, whatever feels good, take it, do what you need. We're bringing both of our knees into your chest. Big hug. Bring your knees in. Hug one knee in. Extend the other leg out. Big stretch through the hip. While you're here, option, you either keep this, take it into half baby is another option. That would be bottom of the foot towards the ceiling. It's a huge stretch. If you don't like it, if it doesn't work for you, keep the knee in. Big opening for your hip here. And now we're going to take this into our spinal twist. Arms are open to the side, knee comes across. Focus on keeping your shoulder down and make adjustments to where you need the stretch most. Bring the leg back to center. Figure 4, take the ankle over the knee. Your option to keep it here or to lift it up. Bring the foot down, open your arms to the side one more time. Bottom of the foot goes to the floor. There's the twist. And now you're going to make any adjustments you need. Maybe you reach the opposite arm up and away. You could let the knee open, but you could also, you could drop the knee. You could lift the knee wherever it feels right for you. Bring the legs back to center. Knees come back into your chest. Hug. Now you're hugging the opposite leg in. The other one goes out straight. We switch sides. Foot is out long. Press the heel down and away. Option, half a happy baby here. Bottom of the foot goes up. Now remember, that's an option. You don't have to take it. Bring this knee across. Arm is open up. beginning of a spinal twist. Remember, shoulder blade stays down, chest stays open. Bring your legs back to center. It's your figure 4, wherever that is for you, high or low. Bring the foot down. Here comes the spinal twist. Arms can open. Knee goes across. Maybe you take the arm and reach it away, more of a diagonal. Maybe you drop the knee. Maybe you open the knee. Maybe you go in and up and down a couple times, wherever it works. Bring your legs back to center. Both your knees come into your chest. Big hug. Add some circles on your low back. Little circles in one direction. Circles in the other direction. Happy baby. Bottoms of the feet towards the ceiling. Here's your chance. Side to side rocking. Also, great chance to let the tailbone come down into the floor and get a long spinal stretch. From here, we are bringing ourselves up into a seated position. However you want to get there, go for it. You could roll off to the side. You could roll up. We're going to take a little hamstring forward fold here, followed by some twists. Then we will get to the upper body. Feet are out in front and your reach forward. Bring yourself up. Take the right leg across as long as it's comfortable. Knee goes up, sit up tall, ground the hand, and then twist. That's going to help you get a better twist as you sit up tall. Bring it to the front. Straighten out the top leg. Here comes the other leg. Bring it in. Big hug, sit up tall. Ground the hand. Add your twist. Bring yourself to the front. Bottoms of the feet together, butterfly bounding, go wherever that is for you. You might have your legs further away. You might bring your heels in closer to your groin, wherever it feels good today. Start bringing yourself all the way up. This is where I'm gonna take my hips up on the block. You're gonna find whatever comfortable seated position works for you. Start with a shoulder roll. Get your shoulders up, back, and down. Open your arms up to the side. Lift your chest. We did a lot of chest work. Open up the chest. Hug a big ball. Use this to open up between the shoulder blades. Give yourself a big stretch. Here's an inhale. Open your arms. Now hug a big ball. Keep it forward. Take a little stretch down the lats on one side. Bring it to center. And now on the other side. Return to center. Now I want you to reach your hands out in front and take your palms together. We're going to keep the palms in this direction. You're going to open up, take an inhale, and bring the arms back to the front. Exhale. Open with an inhale. So we're taking the palms together, the back of the palms together. This is a great stretch for the shoulders and the chest as you open and close. One more time, take a big open and close. Sweep your arms up here. We're going to stretch out our wrists. So I did flip so I can take my palms. That's a forearm wrist stretch here. Fingertips reach up to the ceiling. Right hand drops down, elbow towards the ceiling. Fingertips reach up, left. There is the hand down. Tricep stretch. Fingertips reach up, let your arms come down, take a big shoulder roll. Right hand is coming behind your back. Open up, take the stretch, drop, left ear, left shoulder. Lift your head, relax your right arm. Here comes the left, arm slides behind. You drop the right ear, right shoulder. Lift the head, relax the arm, take a big shoulder roll, roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Here comes your inhale. Take a big inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, blow it out. 2 more times. Big inhale, reach up. Exhale, blow it out. 1 more time. Big inhale, bring it up. Exhale,